this is always going to be that movie. Until it comes out, it's always going to be that movie that's going to keep David Ayer up at night, you know? It was a project that he was like near and dear to his heart. He thought he was like doing something pretty special and unique and different. Obviously, Warner Brothers and all them wanted to turn it into a Deadpool / Guardians of the Galaxy, which is really dumb. So it's been a little bit, especially with Peacemaker coming out and the DCU moving along and everything. And I was kind of wondering, especially when it came to the whole Rick Flag Jr. returning, you know, of course, Joel Kinnaman showing up in that episode of Peacemaker, episode 3, which of course wasn't the same Rick Flag, but of course at the beginning it was supposedly kind of the same Rick Flag, but is it canon to, of course, David Ayer's Suicide Squad. Now, I don't think it's exactly that because, you know, it's another kind of alternate reality slightly. I mean, obviously the reality that Peacemaker goes to where he interacts with Rick Flag, I mean, it's just a whole different kind of reality. We already know where that reality is kind of going. David Ayer decided to chime in when somebody posted the clip when it came to I guess I think it was like the little fantasy Deadshot and Batman when it comes to the scenes and everything. And, you know, obviously that third act got ripped to shreds. When it comes to what David Ayer wanted and what WB wanted, it's different. Like Studio Squad is what, you know, obviously everybody calls it. That ending is not what was supposed to be. I mean, there's probably some similarities, but it wasn't going to be a lot. I mean, and Diablo was still supposed to be there. There's a lot of things, and hopefully maybe one of these days we'll actually see it. But David Ayer did chime in when somebody was posting that little clip right here, and this is what he had to say. Wish you could see the scene as shot. There's a lot going on. It's rich and emotional. Perhaps by arresting her father, Batman believes he's sparring her worst trauma, or perhaps with his own traumatic past, Batman is doing what many hurt people do. He's leaving wreckage behind him without being aware. Batman has always operated on the edge. Does he fight and arrest bad guys to protect his wounded inner child? Is he just reenacting the past from an unhealthy place? I love this kind of debate. So basically, I mean, and there's a lot of people that were kind of going like, why would Batman go after Deadshot in front of his daughter and all this kind of stuff? And there's a lot of that. There's some of that discourse out there too when it comes to even that scene. And I know, I know, like, apparently the script got leaked. I know somebody was telling me that. People were sending me messages that, oh yeah, the David Ayer Suicide Squad script leaked. But I heard, like, no, it wasn't actually that, or it was, I don't know. I didn't really look into it because I'm just kind of going like, who cares? I mean, it doesn't seem like it was something. I was looking at so many, even like, you know, the handles out there that are really covering Ayer cut stuff. They weren't really talking about it. I don't know. It's just a lot of weird things when it comes to that. But anyways, it was nice to hear, you know, David Ayer, because you know what? This is always going to be that movie. Until it comes out, it's always going to be that movie it's just going to always keep David Ayer up at night, you know? It's always going to be that. It was a project that he was like near and dear to his heart. He thought he was like doing something pretty special and unique and different. And obviously Warner Brothers and all them wanted to turn it into a Deadpool / Guardians of the Galaxy, which is really dumb, you know, that those people had time, but hopefully we get to see that full thing. But